good cadence, she has good delivery, she has that, oh,
a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
what is up? It's your girl Alicia back with another video. How are you doing? Because I'm doing great. It's nice to see y'all again. Honestly, I'm really just ready to get into some tea. It's going to be giving very much stirring the pot. So if y'all like these types of videos or want these types of videos, just comment down below. It's going to be an unpopular opinions video, and honestly most of these opinions are not going to be too unpopular, but at the same time they might be, I don't know. But I'm just going to talk about some things that have basically come to my attention, things that I feel like I want to talk about on this channel. We're going to be covering a lot of things, so put your seatbelts on, get ready for some tea, get ready for some drama, because we're about to spill it. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Starting with my first unpopular opinion, I might be looking here because that's where I have my little list. Starting off with my first unpopular opinion, we have female rappers. Now, I feel like when it comes to female rappers, there's too much drama. One, there's too much drama. It's overshadowing the art of it all. And I feel like when it comes to female rap, the good rappers, the rappers that need to be front and center, are not getting as much attention as these other girlies that we keep seeing, aka Ice Spice. So we're gonna be talking about Ice Spice when it comes to female rappers and a few other examples. So when it comes to Miss Ice, of her music, of course we've heard Munch, and some of us have heard Bikini Bottom, and I feel like of course we have those catchphrases like "you thought I was feeling you" a month, and it goes viral and all this different stuff. But does she deserve the accolades? Does she deserve the instant fame? My personal opinion, no, she does not deserve the fame for this. I feel like there's a lot of, and I'm okay, let me rephrase. I'm not trying to rain on anyone's parade, but I do feel like there's a lot of people in this caliber that deserve her spot. For example,
we have Flo Milli. I was just saying here, kind of cut out, that this is a perfect example of someone who I feel, in my personal opinion, deserves Ice Spice's spot, or any other female rapper that's not living up to the expectations of what they're supposed to.
They embody something, they give flavor to the female rap community. Miss Ice Spice, she really doesn't give that. This all has to do with colorism. I feel, not all of it. I feel like a lot of lighter skinned artists, especially when it comes to the rap community, are being pushed further out there. Examples: Ice Spice, Saweetie, like all these different people that I don't feel deserve their spot. Now, moving on to Saweetie.
In this part, it also kind of cut out quite a bit, but basically just to sum up what I was talking about when it came to Miss Saweetie, I felt like her performance in the rap community has definitely lacked. I feel like it was cute when she had the little icy girl thing going on, because I loved that, honestly. Like, I'm not trying to jump on the Saweetie hate train, because I was an icy girl, okay, back in my day, when Icy Girl came out, I was repping and rocking, you know what I'm saying? But then she kind of progressed, and she was really giving something that I don't think she ever was, like that ghetto ratchet-esque type beat that I don't feel like she was in the beginning. I feel like she tried to embody something that she wasn't, and then it lacks, like it just lacks overall. And I feel like when it came to her live performances, they also lacked a lot, and I feel like I feel like needs better management. And I feel like Saweetie, honestly, I feel like she's more of a social media girly, more of a looks girly. I don't feel like she really embodies rap for what it is, honestly, in my personal opinion.
Whole 2,000 sales a week or whatever that was, I was gagged. I was absolutely gagged, and no, that doesn't seem right to me, only because of this. I feel like if we were giving every single girly a chance out here for the rap industry and everything like that, I feel like, you know, maybe we could have room for underperforming girlies, but we don't give any of the other girlies a chance when it comes, and not just the rap industry, but music industry in a whole. We don't get good art. We just get little bite-sized pieces of songs, and whatever goes viral, that's what goes viral, and that's what people are streaming. But we shouldn't be streaming these songs because they're not good. They're not good. 3 final remarks. We need to start
gearing our attention to people
and the people that don't deserve it, because I feel like this, like, get mad at who's at the top because we put them there. Basically, whoever is at the top, whoever is, you know, topping the us, is because we stream their music, blah blah blah. You shouldn't stream their music. I'm just saying we should give other girlies a chance. So,
moving on, we have Nicki Minaj's and Lotto's internet beef, or just internet beef in general.
Actually, the female rap industry, we get a lot of beef. You know, girlies like to be the only one. They think, oh, like, I'm the only one, point blank period, there cannot be another, you know? And I feel like that's wrong. And let me tell you why. I feel like when it comes to things like rap and all this different stuff, we have to realize that we are not the only talented people. There's a lot of talented people out there. Everyone has their strengths, everyone has their weaknesses. And I feel like a lot of people don't even, you know, bring this up when it comes to the rap beefs and everything like that. Like, I feel like we have to realize we need to make room for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, for me personally, I love Nicki Minaj. I love Nicki. You know, she's the OG. She will always be the queen of rap. That's the thing. Nicki will always be the queen of rap, and no one can take that away from her.
But at the same time, that doesn't mean we have to degrade other girlies. Just because they're not at the level that she is at doesn't mean we have to basically kick them down, put them beneath us. Like, of course, they're not at the same caliber as Miss Nicki Minaj, and I don't think they will be for a very long time, but that doesn't negate the fact that they still have talent and they are still worthy of at least being played in our headphones, getting their accolades. It doesn't negate the fact that they are good, but at the same time, that doesn't mean they are better. But that still doesn't mean we have to go and, you know, make them feel like trash.
All this different stuff, and I feel like it was really just them lashing out online. I feel like it could have been handled privately. And I feel like with Nicki's stature, Nicki, like I said, is the queen of rap. She's been in this industry for far too long to be basically paying mind to petty internet beef. And I feel like if you are going to have a petty internet beef, or if you are going to have any type of beef, put it in your music. Because I feel that's what rap girlies do. That's what people in general, rap boys, rap girls, that is what y'all do. Y'all are supposed to put your beef in the rap. I love Nicki, I love Lotto, both of them down like I love them down like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was petty on both parts, and this is not the first time that rap girlies have basically put their beef on the internet. I don't know why people do that. I don't to get people, but it's petty, it's tired, and it needs to end. I want to hear diss tracks. Lotto just put out a freestyle to Smoking on My X Pack from SZA's album, and apparently she dissed Nicki in it. Look, I don't keep up with every single thing. I just heard that she dissed Nicki in it, and people are like, it's getting old, it's getting tired. But this is what we wanted. If y'all are gonna have a beef, put it in a song. Put it in a song. She, in my personal opinion, she did the right thing. It might be tired or whatever, but I feel like this is what we should have did in the beginning. We should have put it in a rap, paid our dues, said what we need to say, you know, and carry on. Not have Buccal on for the commoners, for us. Each other, handle that personally, privately, not online. Okay, y'all are too famous, too rich, too all this different stuff to be out here getting involved in petty things. Okay, put your beef in raps, period. Case closed. We will be talking about my girl, Miss Ariana Grande. We're going to be talking about these plastic surgery allegations to Miss Ariana Grande. People have been noticing that she looks quite different than her previous years. And honestly, I agree. She looks very much different. We can look at Exhibit A and see that she looks very much, different, and then now 2023, she looks, different, period. That's what I'm saying. So I've heard a lot of speculation. They've said a lot of different things, and y'all can go check those videos out. But for me, this is my personal opinion of why I think Ariana Grande looks different. Ariana Grande looks different of the tan, okay? Because if y'all really look at her, I think obviously Miss Ariana Grande has gotten work done. We cannot deny that. I'm an Arianator, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. So don't think I'm trying to comfort her, because I'm not. But I feel like as fans, we have to hold our favorite artists accountable. We can't just, sugarcoat everything and be like, oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. Yes, they did. So it's like, okay, yes, I love Ariana Grande down. Like y'all probably don't even know. I haven't put no Ariana Grande content on this channel, but that's only because she has to put out music because she's filming Wicked, period. But back to the topic at hand. I think Ariana Grande has gotten work done. That is for sure. But at the same time, has she gotten work done previously? That is debatable, because one, she got rid of the tan. Two, she lost weight. So all of that combined will make you look a little different. If you look at Ariana Grande, she still looks like her old, 2019 self, just white and skinny. And I feel like this is why I get into the tea of why she lost the tan first, because y'all, I think there's a big reason she lost the tan. So if y'all have noticed, she losing the tan around the time of the REM release, when she was releasing makeup. And I was thinking like, girl, like, I wonder why she lost the tan. And personally, I think she lost the tan because when you're doing makeup, you have to take your face off. You have to take the makeup off. And then that makeup will reveal your actual skin tone. So I feel like she was transitioning us into that realm, because if she were to still have the tan and then try and do this makeup thing, it just wouldn't go. If that makes sense. Am I making sense? I haven't heard anyone say this, but I've been thinking it. Like, why would she keep the tan and then try and pursue makeup? When you're doing makeup, you can't have stuff on your face. So she wouldn't have the tan on her face to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So that to me, that led me to believe that's why she lost the tan, so that she could have a natural, look to her face, and so that when she does all these press releases and all this makeup content and different stuff like that, we're not gagged like, oh my god, like she was literally brown and now she's like a brown skin girl and now she's white. Like, I think she had to transition that so it could appear to be like, okay, this was always her color, takes the makeup off, still her color. If I comment down below if I'm confusing y'all, which I probably am. Comment down below as well. Yes, I do think Miss Ariana Grande has had some type of work done, and I feel like this, when it comes to getting plastic surgery, is do what you want. It's your face, it's your life. I am not here to tell you should do this, you shouldn't do that. The only thing that I don't like when it comes to celebrities in the media, in the limelight, getting plastic surgery is the fact that they lie about it. Don't lie about getting plastic surgery. Personally, I feel like if you decide not to speak on it, you decide not to speak on it. That's your business. But when you deliberately go online and you tell people that you didn't get plastic surgery done, and doggone well you did, it's giving very much no, because you are basically, and I feel like this, when it comes to being a celebrity and being in the limelight, you do not have to be a role model. That's not what you signed up for. You signed up for being an artist, but with that role, it does come with people looking up to you. That's just what it is, what it do, what it be. So when people are looking up to you and you're basically selling them this false facade, this world where it's like, oh yes, I naturally look like this and I didn't get any work done, this is my natural face. You are lying to impressionable people that basically hate themselves because they are trying to, amount to something that is unattainable. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's wrong to lie about the plastic surgery. I don't care if you get plastic surgery, it's your body. But at the same time, do what SZA said. Do what SZA did. She said in her song that y'all think it's real, it's not. And what about it? I really don't care.
This also cut out, but I said something really clever. I was like, staying in the vein of plastic surgery, we're moving on to our next topic, and that is buccal fat removal. So let's get into it.
Well, this has been circulating YouTube. I've been seeing it everywhere, this buccal fat removal debacle. And all I have to say about that is no. No, and no. I'm glad I watched and got into the whole buccal fat removal thing because I kept seeing artists and different celebrities, like their face, like it was looking different. It wasn't looking like what they came out looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like it was getting very much. And I'm trying to figure out why. But now I know why. It's the buccal fat removal. And honestly, I feel like this. I feel like it's no because it's unreversible. You get the buccal fat removal and you cannot put it back. You cannot put fat back in your face. Like you cannot put that stuff back. So why would you do it? At the same time, it's your body. So do what you want. But at the same time, it's a no for me. I feel like, honestly, buccal fat removal does not even make you, because I feel like when it comes to plastic surgery, it's supposed to make you look younger. But buccal fat removal to me makes you look older. It ages you. And I just feel like, why are we doing this? The only person, and I will admit, looks good with buccal fat removal. Okay, and y'all can have your own opinion on that. I'm pretty sure she got some buccal fat removal, whatever, but she looks good. She looks good. Everybody else I've seen done this surgery it's not giving, and pack it up. Well, it's unreversible, so you can't.
And what I was just saying here was my girl Dove Cameron. She looks good. Okay, she looks good. But did she need the buccal fat removal? No, she did not. My girl Dove Cameron, she slays point blank and period. So we're not even going to have any Dove Cameron slander on this channel. But at the same time, the buccal fat removal wasn't needed for my girl Dove Cameron. And what I also was saying was I fear that the buccal fat removal is becoming
a new BBL. And we already know how that went. We already know how the BBL movement went. Do we need more people doing this buccal fat removal? No. So it's a thank you next for me. And the only person that really looks good with it is Zoe Kravitz. Moving on.
Next, we're getting into the TV show Velma.
I've been online recently. If you've been on YouTube, if you've been anywhere in the media, you have seen the talk about Velma. If y'all don't know, I will tell y'all the premise of Velma.
The synopsis on Google reads, Velma is an American adult animated mystery horror comedy television series based on the character Velma Dinkley from the Scooby-Doo franchise. That is a very vague explanation of what it is, but I think that's what they were going for.
I personally, in my personal opinion, like it. A lot of people don't like it. This is not a popular opinion. I might have a couple of unpopular opinions about this show, but as a whole, me not liking it is not unpopular. One day got on YouTube and saw this whole Velma debacle, so I watched someone basically react to it, and I was like, you know what, instead of going based off of everyone else's opinion, let me go and see for myself. So I went to go watch one episode of it, and I was tired of it. I didn't like it. It was giving very much snooze fest for me. And it was very much, I think, diluted with trying to be this woke type of mentality. It was very much trying to give, oh, like, this is a modern day TV show and we are talking about modern day things, but like in the horriblest way. And I think the real problem, personally, why Velma isn't good is because I feel like Miss Mindy Kaling is projecting her own insecurities as when she was younger, because I don't know now, she's a grown woman, but when she was younger, and she put it into this character, and the character was never supposed to be this self-deprecating very much hates the world type being. That never was her character. Now, this is not coming from somebody who was a Scooby-Doo fan. I obviously know what Scooby-Doo is, but I'm not a fan of it. I did not grow up watching it like that. Like, I probably saw a couple Scooby-Doo things in life, but it wasn't, so it's not coming from a fan. It's coming from, I'm watching this TV show and I do not like it. I feel like she's trying to project her younger self insecurities into this character, and it's not showing well on the big screen. It's just not giving. Especially spin-offs, I think if you're going to do a spin-off, you need to do it right. And I feel like if it is not right, people are not going to take it greatly. They are not going to want to watch it. I think when you do a spin-off, you need to go based off of nostalgia. If the show has nothing to do with the original, why make it? You could tweak and change a couple of things, but if the characters aren't, it's not reminiscent of anything that happened in the past, you might as well just make a show about, you can make a murder mystery, adult cartoon or whatever, but it doesn't have to be Scooby-Doo. It could have just been about a young Indian American girl that basically has to solve mystery. I feel like the idea was there, the execution wasn't. So that's all I have to say about that. Also, I feel like people have been talking about the artistry of it all, the animation of it, and personally, in my humble opinion, the animation is not for me. Now, I'm not coming for the animators, because I know that when you are animating something, when you are drawing something, whatever, it takes a lot. I know firsthand, I like to draw. I understand that when it comes to artists and animations, it's different. So I'm not even gonna, but at the same time, the animation is not for me. I personally didn't really enjoy it. And I also did not enjoy the script, the dialogue, the characters. Nothing about the show really sparked my interest. That's why I didn't finish it. But yeah, Velma is not for me. Velma is not for a lot of people. That's not really unpopular, but it is an opinion. So, moving on, going off of that, I want to talk about TV shows and them trying to be woke. What made TV shows good back then, and I feel like this might be an actual unpopular opinion, but what made TV shows good back then is they were bad. Like, they weren't trying to be overly woke. They weren't trying to be overly right all the time. They were wrong. Some things were wrong. Like, it might have been heavily wrong, but it was still entertaining. And I feel like when you try to put all this different stuff in a TV show and try and make it relevant to today's time, it gets shadowed by that, and we don't get to see the actual drama, the craziness of a show, because we're trying to be woke and figure out blah blah blah. Like, when I step back and watch a show, the real world, I want to step back and watch a good show. Sometimes characters are going to be flawed. Not all characters have to be super woke all the time and know everything about everything, because one, that's just not realistic. If you want to be realistic, that trying to be woke is not the way to go. You have to have characters go through ups and downs, and some things don't need to be explained. Some things we just know, okay, what the character is saying or what the character is doing is wrong. We don't need a secondhand character coming in all the time and basically spoon feeding us why this is wrong. Like, no, we know it's wrong. I feel like TV shows and them trying to be woke and all this different stuff is what's making it cringy. It's what's making it unwatchable. It's just not it. I feel like you can do this in a way that is interesting or whatever and starts conversation, and then there's another sense of it where it's kind of like, this is getting tired and old and I don't want to watch this anymore. Moving back to the music category, we have TikTok. Personally, in my humble opinion, TikTok is ruining music. It's ruining it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. Like, no, I'm tired of all these TikTok songs going viral. And this is why. TikTok is designed for a 15-second soundbite of the song to be played. So when that is being played over and over and over again, you're like, dang, this is good, like purr. And you go and listen to the song. It's trash. It's trash, and I am tired of it. I'm tired of it. When are we going to get good music again? Because right now I don't see it happening. It's 2023 and I don't think I've heard good music since 2019. And that's being generous. That's being very, very generous. I feel like the best time for music was 2014, 2015, and maybe 2016. When TikTok came on the scene, it gave artists basically way for them to be mediocre. And that might seem harsh, but it is true. It gave this free way to just not be good, because they're looking at, oh, like all I have to do is make a little viral song and that is going to put me on the charts. People that genuinely like listening to music and like to consume music, we need more than just a cute 15 seconds. We need more. I'm getting tired of it. So whenever the good artists come back, hit me up, because right now I'm living off of old music. It's getting tired. It's getting tired. The last topic we are going to be talking about is Miss Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover is, you probably have not been on Book Talk or like BookTube or whatever, but she is famous for quotation marks romance books. She writes romance, but she doesn't write romance. We'll get into it. Marketing Colleen Hoover books as romance books is very misleading, because her books are not romance books. Personally, for me, a romance book is when you have a happy ending, when you have something good happen. Of course, you can have conflict in a romance book, but the main plot should not be basically turmoil and abuse and all this stuff at the center and core of it, and still make it romance. It's not a romance, darling. It's not. And I feel like this is what's tripping people up about Colleen Hoover books, is because you have a group of people who either really love Colleen Hoover and they love her books, and then you have other people that's like, what the actual heck is this? And I feel like if it wasn't labeled under romance, we would have no misunderstanding. They should be under a different category. Maybe, trauma, because you can write about that. Like, that's fine. Go off, write it, make it be a love story. It's not, trauma is not love. When did we have trauma become love? It's not. I feel like young readers might pick up her book and be like, this is what romance is. This is what love is. This is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be this hurricane of emotions, and this dude's gonna mistreat me, or like whatever, blah blah blah. That's not the case. I feel like this goes without saying. This is for a lot of other books that I won't mention too, and a lot of other authors and different stuff like that, but I feel like it's feeding our younger audience a false reality. And I feel like when you are young, sometimes you are impressionable and you think all these different things, and whatever you read and whatever you see, that's what you think your life is supposed to be, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So let's start a petition where we basically sign off that Colleen Hoover books, most of her books are not romance books, and they should not be categorized as romance books. Thank you. So that was my unpopular. I don't really know how unpopular the opinions were, but I hope entertaining. I hope you got some tea. Okay, comment your unpopular. Comment what you thought about the opinions that I had. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
We've been dancing for so long under the stars. I feel that the grass will